Airstream Adam here. Today I'm going to walk you around this 2025 Airstream Classic 30 RV. The 30 RV Classic is the creme de la creme. This is the nicest Airstream with the most amenities in the entire market. I'm excited to walk you through and show you those amenities. This camper is 31 feet 5 inches long and it's 10,000 pounds GVRW. Now let's head right in. So what you got here is your power tongue jack, easy setup, easy breakdown. Also, you have the leveler right on the top there too, so you can get yourself level, making it super easy to set up and break down at your campsite. You have the aluminum cover for your propane tanks here. It matches the look of the Airstream, and the whole look of the Airstream is just wow. So you got the lithium-ion battery as well, and that has a metal battery box associated with that, as well as the battery heaters for those lithium-ion batteries. You also have solar capabilities. You have 300 watts on the roof, and then you also have that plug there for an additional 300 watts of solar. With this unit, like the others, you also have the rock guard. So this is the stainless steel rock guard. The wrapping around the outside is aluminum, so the stainless steel is a harder metal, and that harder metal makes it so that it's harder to dent, and then it's also easier to replace than that expensive sidewall. So great to protect your investment. You also have the covers for your windows here. The covers for your windows protect the windows from gravel hitting it. Again, you really want to protect this beauty. You have the cover here too for your front window, but you can make it really easy to open here. So I love even the small things like this rubber latch here. It's something that's not going to go bad. That's just going to stand the test of time, and that's what Airstream's all about. You can put this up super easy with these little twist knobs, and then once we're inside, I'll show you what it's like to open the windows with the Airstream handmade, handcrafted windows. Head around to the side, and you can start to see some of the things that make a Classic a Classic. I mean, the first thing that stands out to me is obviously this grab handle. That is just super sharp. And when you're paying this price point, you're going to want those little things that go a really long way in terms of showing you that this is a high-end thing. This is just that hint of magnificence that you get once you go with a Classic. You still have that bank vault door, nice thick door, opens and hits that latch super easy there. And then you take that off, and then when you slam it, you can slam that and you're not going to be able to recognize, you're going to be able to recognize how strong that is, how heavy and strong that door is. You have the Airstream patented steps down below. I'll put them down and up for you so you can see just how easy it is to do. So that's stowed away. And then you take it out, same thing but in reverse. Super easy to take in, put out, and also very sturdy too. You have the porthole windows there, and you also have your fresh tank fill over on the camp side. 12-volt plugs down here, so you can access your electricity from your campsite. And here, they've actually upgraded to Michelin tires. I haven't seen any other trailer, let me know if I'm wrong, I haven't seen any other trailer on the market that has Michelin tires standard across all of their units across the Airstream Classic line. Looking up, you can see the awning. The awning is an electric awning. It's huge. It's an enormous awning. Push of a button, that thing comes right out. You can tilt it one way or the other. And it has that sunbrella material to it too. And that sunbrella material isn't going to have the mold and mildew problems like you have on some of the other units. Handcrafted Airstream windows all the way around, that really nice Classic logo there. They do also add some extra storage compartments on the Classic that you don't see on some of the other ones. And so while it looks small, it is deep. You can get an additional 1 foot or so of storage. Could be great for some tools, little things that you might need while you're setting up for your campsite. So come along to the back side. And you can see over here you have the awning package. Once you get to the Classic trim level, the awning package is standard. You're gonna get this on every single Classic that you buy, that you look at. And so you just put these things in here to prop it up, and then you roll that up. Additionally, in the Classic, since it's a rear bed, you're going to have some storage off the back. And the storage is actually quite ample here too. So you can see it goes pretty deep. I would say that's a solid 3 feet of depth that goes into that storage area, and also sinks down too. And you also have this cover. I know it might be hard to tell with the lighting, but this cover can go over there, so you can kind of hide some things in there too if you wanted to. So a really nice storage area there for the Classic. And then of course you have the bumper along with the storage for the bumper. And so we could open this up and you can see that you do get that extra storage space for your awning hook. Oh, you're not going to need that, I guess, but definitely for any tools that you might have for your camping adventures. On the back side, you can see it has more of that same awning package. This unit is so long that you actually get 2 separate awnings for your awning package here. Whoops. Gotta undo that hook and pull that out. Similar to the one that we just saw, just these 2 props go up, and then you tie up that awning string. The big thing about the Classic, another thing that makes the Classic a Classic, is it actually has hydronic heating. It's not like the other ones that just have that hot, dry air coming out the furnace. I don't mean to go out of order, but I was talking about it. So right over here is the exhaust for that hydronic heating. And so that's going to be a lot more even heat all throughout the entire coach. But then the other benefit is that it's not going to be quite as dry of a heat. It's going to be a lot more of that moist, moderate heat. So with a medium amount of humidity. I better do this first too. Oh, that's already done. So the hydronic heating is the same sort of heating that you find in your high-end diesel pushers. And you have it here in your Airstream trailer. And so now you have the awning package all set up. And you have your outdoor shower down here. You're also going to have your smart plug with your 50 amp supply. Super easy to take out and put back in. And then you also have additional plugs here for your Starlink prep and also your coax cable as well. So we'll head on back around. This is one more key item. This is actually new for the 2025s. This is actually a sway mitigation system. And so when you're traveling down the road, you're going to see a green light on. When that green light is on, the sway mitigation system is active. And that makes it so that when you're traveling, you start to get a little bit of sway. That trailer will readjust itself to start traveling straight again. So there's a lot of things that make a Classic a Classic. Another one of those small things is that, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's actually a doorbell. Let's see if you can hear it. Hopefully you could hear that. It's a nice little touch that they add to the Classic, but now in the interior, I mean, now you can really start to see the big difference between a Classic and everything else. The attention to detail when it comes to the counters, the hardwood cabinets, the nice warm tones you're seeing throughout. And then also I'll show you shortly all of the power features associated with the Classic too. And so starting in the back, I always like to point out the windows first and foremost. You're getting windows all the way around with every Airstream, no matter what you get. And so we'll just pick one and open it. This here, and then you just swivel these open. And so you don't got to worry about you know, twisting that little knob or just sliding that chintzy thing open. This is a real Airstream window built in the Airstream factory by hand, handcrafted. Where I'm sitting here is an incredibly comfortable couch. So many people go with the Airstream 30 Classic instead of the 33 specifically for this couch. Now this couch has 2 functions. It has the function of being able to go flat here. And so this is how you convert it into a bed. How many beds have you seen that are out there that are such a pain in the butt to make? How easy was that? It took me all of 3 seconds and it was just a push of the button. And we could put it back up. When you do that, make sure that you're not sitting on it for its entirety because that can wear out the motor. And then the other power function of this 30-foot Classic is this button here. Put that up and you get a power recline function as well. This is just an incredible feature. More things about just sitting here and just experiencing it. You have this little counter here, this inlet. And so I know a lot of other brands will put cup holders. This is way better because what if you have a mug? What if you have something that does not fit in that cup holder? This is the way to go, having a nice little coffee table, end table sort of experience there. So I put that down. And the couch, I can't say it enough. Like, this is ultra leather. This is a super soft material. I'm sitting in it. I'm feeling incredibly comfortable in this couch. Whether my feet are up, my feet are down, it's still just a really good lounge style of experience. Looking on up, you can see the overhead lockers. This is a real hardwood style. This is the one Airstream you're going to get the hardwood style of overhead locker. Plenty of extra space there, but the big thing for me is how warm and homey it looks. Very very high end, very homey, very like say private jet sort of esque. The curtains here also really nice. You have a cloth sort of feel to it. If you were to feel it, you would feel almost like a thick burlap texture. It's soft, but still nice and firm there too. So headed over to the Dinette next. So Dinette, again, that same super soft material. I'm sinking into this. This is incredibly comfortable. And you can move this table to wherever is most convenient and comfortable for you. It can go up and down, and it is a power dinette. I'll show that to you in a little bit. So very comfortable dinette, plenty of space between me and the table. And so no matter what size of guest you have, they're going to be comfortable here. And then also the countertop, you're going to have a real Korean countertop, and this countertop, you can just see how smooth it is. It just feels so nice, and it matches everything. It matches the countertop, the inlet, the bedroom, everything matches beautifully in this Airstream Classic 30. So I'm going to show you the power dinette. So the switch for it is up in this overhead locker. Put it right there, and then maybe you can hear it going down here, but if you, yeah, it goes down. It's not going to win any races, but it's just that smooth. It just sounds and looks like luxury as it's going up and down. And so how many dinettes have I put together that were a real pain in the butt? How many dinettes actually have a power function to go up and down? Only one that I know of. This is the only power dinette in the Airstream Classics that I've ever experienced. You know, when you're paying top dollar for something, you're going to want that top level of experience when it comes to setting up anything. And so if you have the best in class, the highest end luxury, you're not going to want to be toiling with having to put up and down a dinette. You're going to want a power dinette. You also have your TV here. It's a smart TV, 32-inch TV. You can watch that. It's a big enough size people see from the couch and also from the dinette too. Over to the kitchen area. There's a lot to talk about here. Starting all the way over, oh, that's hanging from me. What you have is the end table that comes up there, and I love everything about this. You can see how smooth that transition is. It's not an afterthought. You know, this is actually designed to sit exactly that flush, just because they're the highest end trailer that you can find. You have really nice modern fixture here. And then also a super deep stainless steel sink, and so you can actually wash a lobster pot there if you wanted to. More of those porthole windows. I love the upgraded stovetop as well, so it's actually raised up over. This looks like the stovetop of a nice high-end hotel, nice high-end house, and so they're giving you that same level of stovetop. The cabinetry up above, that same really nice hardwood cabinetry, along with that hinges. The hinges are just going to stand the test of time. Everything that Airstream makes, they design to last 60 years. That's why 70% of the Airstreams ever made are still on the road today. You can see some more of the storage here. I love the drawers in the cabinets. I can't say it enough. These are amazing. They just scream high end, you know, and they put them everywhere. You know, how many times have you gone under here and just seen stuff strewn all about, especially when your stuff is traveling on the road? You want some of those smaller containers so that your stuff doesn't get all jostled, and maybe your bottle of detergent pops open because it's getting all jostled. It's not going to happen here. They're thinking about you every step of the way. More storage here. I love the deep storage too. You're going to need a place to put your pots. And then you got one that's more shallow. Again, a slide within a slide here. They just do a great job of designing the space so that you maximize the amount of storage that you have. And then in here, the Classic, another thing that makes the Classic is you actually get an oven. I think this is amazing. And this is an oven that you can actually cook a roast in. You know, they imagine that this is for people who are going to be traveling for longer periods of time. You're going to be hitting the road for 6 months, hitting the road for a year, and living out of this thing. And so they want you to have all those comforts of home, and the oven gets you that. You can actually roast a chicken. You can actually do a beef roast. Heck, if you had a super small turkey, it might even fit in there too. You got the vent up here over the oven where you have the light and the fan to exhaust everything out of there. If you were to see over here, you can see that there's a little inlet here. You might ask, what is that? That's actually part of that hydronic heat. And so the heat, they put those vents all throughout to get you the most even degree of heating that they absolutely possibly can. You got your refrigerator here as well. Plenty of space. I would say 6 half gallons of ice cream and at least 50 sandwiches you could fit in this thing, which is just incredible amount of space there for all of your items. Open this one first. So cedar lined cabinetry, and this is a backlit style of wardrobe too. So not only are you going to keep the bugs out, not only are you going to keep those rodents out of there more so, but you can also hang things in full length. And so even if you have a suit, you could bring your suit in there and hang that up and not worry about that getting wrinkled. You got more cabinetry here. Now you got your spice rack. You can also have canned goods in this spot. It's nice that they use every single square inch of this camper to its ideal capacity, and a little rack there as well. Going to the pass-through bathroom, we'll start with the shower. I love the ribbed edges to this. You could hear that. It's actually raised up a little bit. There's also plenty of space for airflow above the shower. And then you walk into the shower and you would see the really nice and bright in there. The clothesline installed, the vent is in there too. And also you have the seat for that shower for that Classic 30 as well. And then perhaps if you come through here, I'll show you the bathroom while we're going through. The Classic 30 does not skimp on the bathroom either. Plenty of space, but then also just look, like I said, it matches the countertop all throughout. The same in the kitchen, the same in the bedroom, and the same in the bathroom too. Really nice countertop. It's at a comfortable spot no matter where I'm at. They wrap it all the way around. Really nice cabinetry, that same hardwood cabinetry. And look what they do here. They make it, I wouldn't be able to open that if I was sitting here otherwise, but now because I'm sitting here, they hinged this so that I could access it. Even even that has a nice chrome look to it. There's just attention to detail is absolutely everywhere. They're not doing that flat white thing for the holder for that. And then some more cabinetry in these spots as well. That can hold some towels and such. And then you get some more right there too. And one more thing I want to bring up is this mirror. This mirror is a full-size mirror. Ladies a lot of times like to look at themselves in the mirror. How does my outfit look? You can actually look at your entire outfit with the size of this mirror. Let's go into the bedroom. So bedroom, as with all Airstreams, is incredible. But this has some special accents that make it even more special. One of the big things that I love is this accent light. You're seeing that rich estate brown color just pop when it comes to that accent light. And also it radiates off of that aluminum ceiling and walls so nicely. You have this queen size bed here with the Corian countertops on both sides. Everything that you need for your CPAP, for your cell phone to charge that, for your glass of water. Again, windows all around here, as with every Airstream bedroom. It's just an incredible amount of potential airflow and also natural light. This is also a power bed, so if I put this up, you can see that the bed is starting to move, and I'll put it back down from there. So that bed can actually come all the way flat or up to about this level. And when it's flat, it's great for sleeping. When it's up, you can walk around it even more so, and then watch the TV easily as well. So that's in its all the way down function. One more thing I want to show you in the bedroom is this TV. You got the 24-inch smart TV here, and then so great for watching TV while you're laying in bed. And I also want to bring up while I'm here all of the buttons for the lights. I mean, even that is just a super high-end look to everything. Everything they're doing is for the highest end functionality, but then also the highest end aesthetics. A couple other things about Classic, you also get the 2000 watt inverter pre-installed, the lithium ion battery, the 300 watts of solar. Unlike the other styles of Airstreams, it is standard to have all of these on a Classic. They're not going to give you anything but the best of the best once you go up to a Classic. So I hope that provides some value to you. So thanks so much for watching. Take care.